Hey there YouTube friends, Maskedbandit here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. We are in front of my house, which means we must be going somewhere. It's time for a vlog. Today, we're going to the Houston Zoo. It's our local zoo here in town, and we are members. They just opened a new exhibit a couple weeks ago about the Texas Wetlands. So the whole family and I are going along, and I'm going to take this little opportunity to show you a bit about my Houston Zoo. If you've been watching Missouri Gardens, you'll see some inspiration probably. So the next time I check in with you, it'll be at the zoo. Thanks for being here today, and I hope you enjoy. See you in a minute. So we are inside the zoo, and here's our main entrance plaza. This area is actually going to be transformed in the next few years for the, I guess, 100th anniversary of the zoo. This is going to be a Galapagos Island exhibit. But for now, the aquarium is over there. We're probably going to skip that today. And we have our standard "You Are Here" signs. Over there are my favorite, the sea lions. We'll take a look at those in just a minute. But I want you just to take a look here at the main entrance area. Some beautiful plantings. One of the cool things about this zoo is the tree covers, the total shade, and the lush just this huge canopy of trees. And with it being here in Houston, there's lots of opportunities for shade, which are obviously necessary because it's so blasted hot. Of course, that being said, today it's gorgeous. It's like 75 degrees today, which is really unusual for this time of year. Fairly decent humidity. It's going to be a great day at the zoo. So, yeah, here we are. Take a look at some little details here, the picnic benches. I like the Circle Cafe, the Macaw Cafe. And it happens to be right by the macaws. Oh. Today's agenda, we are going to be checking out the dinosaur exhibit, the animatronic dinosaur exhibit for the children's. And we're going to visit the splash pad. And while the kids are at the splash pad, I gave you guys another bit of a tour of some other parts of the zoo. Probably won't get the whole zoo documented today. But if you guys like this and want to see more, I can always go ahead and come back and do the parts that I missed. So let's see what's there is to see. There's some of that shade cover I was talking about. On a hot summer day, these help a lot. Dinosaurs this way, Porky. Spoopy dinosaurs are spoopy. It's a shitty pooty. No, shitty pooty. Okay. In the comments, how does one pronounce that? Shittai putai? That can't be right. But I appreciate that we've got feathered dinosaurs. That's pretty cool. That was one weird looking creature. Oh, Coelophysis. They make funny noises. Oh. We also got really cool bracelets. I'm a Utah raptor. Roar. Now, are these compies from the movie? Let's see. Are those compies? They're so little. But then you turn around. Oh. Whoa. Obviously T-Rex, pretty cool. Oh, I like this one. This is called a Utah raptor. Oh hey! Utah raptor? Utah raptor. So overall, I thought that dinosaur exhibit was actually pretty cool for being, you know, silly animatronics. Worth the $5. We're walking through right now the new Texas Wetland exhibit. I'm gonna actually start at the beginning and we'll take a walk through that and I'll show that to you guys too, because it's the newest part of the zoo here. So just opened on May 25th. So the Texas Wetlands exhibit opened a couple weeks ago, and it is housing 3 new to the zoo kind of species. The whooping crane, the American alligator, and the bald eagle. There is already a bald eagle here at the zoo, but this one is new. There are now 2 bald eagles in the Houston Zoo, one in the Children's Zoo and one here in the new wetland exhibit. So let's take a look. Just gonna do a walk through here. I'm gonna try and do this all in one take. As we walk onto the boardwalk here, we first get a view of the bald eagle exhibit. Now, apparently, according to my wife, you are not allowed to keep a bald eagle in captivity unless it is injured or something like that. And so this guy actually had something wrong when we were here last time. He had something wrong with his wing. And his wing doesn't work anymore, which is why he is currently living at the Houston Zoo. So he's got this open air habitat. There are no fences, no netting. He just kind of hangs out here. So, but it's still really cool, really majestic animal. Oh, I think it's funny how much in common this guy has to those dinosaurs we just saw. Zoom back out if I can. There we go. Oh, you can see here. Bald eagle. I really like, here's the nerd in me. I really enjoy these informational posters, the way they did them. I think it's a neat little different way to do it. And they did a pretty neat job of incorporating the pond out there with the exhibit and making sure the animal can't get through. I mean, it is basic mesh fencing, but it's interesting how we were here just a couple weeks ago, the day after it opened, and it was already, you can already see the green in the water. It's already looked a lot more lived in just the few weeks it's been since we were here. Hello, I see you. So then as we walk in this direction, we get the whooping cranes. These are new to the Houston Zoo. Apparently there was a breeding program in, I think, Maryland that had a whooping crane program that got shut down, and they needed to find homes for all the whooping cranes. So 2 of them came here to the Houston Zoo. It's interesting that the last completely naturally surviving and maintained flock of whooping cranes comes, they nest in Texarkana in Texas, and it's the last flock that doesn't have any human intervention. All the other flocks of wild whooping cranes have been part of this breeding program where they've released cranes into these flocks. So yeah, it's apparently obviously endangered species, but they're beautiful birds. They got the nice red on them. It's a little hard to see through the fencing, but it's pretty cool. The only thing is, back there now, that black tarp that goes all the way around, that's a path on the other side. So it's kind of weird now. That's kind of a dead end of the zoo back there. We'll see what they do with that in the years to come. And then part of the refurb here, part of the new exhibit, was they completely redid the Cypress Circle Cafe, which is that building back there. And they redid this whole area. This used to be just the pond for the ducks and stuff. Now it's just a lot more close to the natural wetland exhibit, or habitat I should say. Still pretty nifty. And the last part of the exhibit is the alligators, and they are all the way around the corner, so we'll just take a nice walk. Alligator gar. There must be some fish in here somewhere. I don't see any fish today. No alligator gar in there today. Here we have the gators. And last time we were here, they were just hanging out in the water. And it appears they're doing the same right now. And there they are, 3 little gators. Curious what's going to happen when they get bigger. Well, that's a real brief look at the newest part of the Houston Zoo here, the wetland exhibit, the Texas Wetlands. I like it a lot. It's a little smaller than I thought, but I think overall it's pretty cool. So with our ticket to the dinosaur exhibit came unlimited carousel rides, and my children love the carousel. So let's ride the carousel, the wildlife carousel. I do enjoy all the different animals that you can ride. It's pretty fun. So let's hop on. Oh no. Our main reason for coming today, the splash pad is closed. It does look like they're painting it, but that's unfortunate. One of the cool things is they have these beehives, and usually they're buzzing. They're not real, but apparently that's a way to naturally deter elephants. I know it would certainly deter me. Who wants bee stings? I certainly don't. This is a huge exhibit. It's got 2 herds, a female herd and then a male bachelor herd, which is apparently unusual, kind of rare to have both in a zoo. So it's a huge enclosure. It's undergone a lot of improvements since I've lived here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a matriarchal side, it would appear. We got our little baby there. You can see how big this is and how many elephants this can comfortably hold. They're everywhere. It's pretty cool. I like how close you can get to them. Snack time. Hello there. Whoa! That's just about going to do it for our trip here at the Houston Zoo. We're going to head back to the car and have some lunch. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you got a good look at the zoo we like to visit on a regular basis. So with all that being said, have yourself a great day, great night, great whatever. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit subscribe and hit the like button. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Should we get a zoo pint glass? Are you sure?